Imagine going through life and each action, feeling, behavior, coping mechanism, and skill determines how good the tools are that you're going to need in order to climb a mountain one day. This is something you can't run away from, and you have to do in order to reach the other side of the mountain where a better life is promised. You're getting tired of where you're living now, and know that mountain climbing day is coming soon. The place where you are now doesn't make you feel safe or comfortable anymore. In fact, you've been feeling stuck for a long time. Self-sabotage comes from an unconscious need that we have, like not feeling alone, being liked by everyone, or knowing who we truly are. By trying to fulfill those needs, coupled with the idea that we aren't capable of handling them, is when the self-sabotaging behavior comes in. Now, you may be thinking, sounds like a coping mechanism to me. Well, you're absolutely correct. And just like how a coping mechanism is used to provide a temporary solution to a problem you're facing, so is a self-sabotaging behavior. It's temporary, and that's not very helpful. What we need is a solution, not a temporary fix. Because once the short-term feeling of relief dries out, the easiest way we can escape the uncomfortable feeling is by relying on that temporary fix again. Without a solution, we get stuck in an endless self-sabotage cycle. Okay, that all makes sense, but what does a self-sabotaging cycle look like? And how do I really know what a self-sabotaging behavior is? With a little help from Brianna West, the author of The Mountain Is You, we are going to summarize a few self-sabotaging behaviors. The first is uprooting. You started a new project that you're really excited to work on. It's been a few days, maybe even a few weeks, and everything is going good, but you start to get an uneasy feeling that pushes you to start a new project before you finish the other one. Getting stuck in always just starting something, but never really finishing it, is a self-sabotaging behavior. Perfectionism. Everything needs to be perfect before I show anyone. If you find this internal dialogue going through your head often, it may be the self-sabotaging behavior of perfectionism. Constantly making sure everything is perfect often puts us in a position where we hold off showing anyone our work and putting ourselves out there. This could be because deep down we're afraid of failing or not being able to handle if others don't think our work is good enough. Limited emotional processing skills. This is a big one that I personally didn't even know I did until I read that it was a kind of self-sabotaging behavior. This is when we only process part of our emotions, or surface emotions. For example, let's say your partner or best friend is going for a weekend trip without you, and you start to feel angry. And you've been angry with similar situations so many times that anger is the easy emotion you choose to process. But if you dig a little deeper, out of your comfort zone, there's another emotion there: sadness and the fear of being left alone or left out. Sometimes we just need to take a step back, be our own detective, get our hands dirty, and connect the dots so that we can get a clear picture of what the real culprit is. Judging others. I'm sure we have all at one point or another judged someone, even though we've been told, don't judge others, or never say those judgments out loud. It happens a lot in our heads, and let's be honest, it can be hard not to. What we don't realize is when we are judgmental towards others, the negative feeling and thought process of what you are judging them for becomes and stays with you, and one day may come back to you. Yes, karma. For example, when we feel bad about not having as nice of a car, house, etc. as another person, we might try to find something negative about them, like this person must value money over family, to make ourselves feel better. Fast forward, you're at a point in your life where you're thinking of having a nice car or a nice house, but at the back of your head, you have this idea that in order to have those things, you must sacrifice time with your family. Fear of failing. We live in a world of possibilities. Many people have a fear of failing. It is a common fear many of us have, but it turns into self-sabotage when we don't even try whatever it is we want because we are afraid to look bad or fail. These limiting thoughts usually happen when we're trying to protect ourselves from that defeated feeling. So, what are some solutions to self-sabotage? The first step in finding any solution is to understand what the problem really is. Question and become aware of all your beliefs that you have that are holding you back. You might not even realize you've been sabotaging yourself because these are the habits you've had for so long, and deep down you know it's not good for you, but it feels so familiar and comfortable that you've convinced yourself it's normal. Yes, that is a warped way of thinking. So get mad and become accountable with the habits that provide us with the temporary relief, and allow yourself to focus on not continuing the cycle that you're stuck in. It's time to upgrade and change the story you've been telling yourself.